Okay, so if you're a creator or an entrepreneur, I'm willing to bet you've been tempted by this idea of AI branding, right? Instant logos, super professional designs, all with just a click of a button. But what's really going on behind all that hype? Let's dig in and find out. So let's just cut to the chase. Can you really just hand over the keys to an AI and have it build a powerful, authentic brand for you? Or is it just a super fancy logo generator? That's the big question we're tackling. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to look at the big promise of AI branding, then talk about assets versus identity. We'll see where AI kind of messes up, figure out the smart way to use it, and wrap up with why you are the ultimate brand director. Let's do it. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the promise of AI branding. I mean, it's a super attractive idea, isn't it? That dream of getting these amazing professional results instantly. And you can totally see the appeal, right? These tools are promising you instant logos, entire brand kits in just a few minutes, and that slick, professional look, all without that hefty agency price tag. I mean, if you're just starting out, that sounds like an absolute dream come true. But here's the reality check. More often than not, what you get is the exact opposite of what was promised. You end up with a brand that feels kind of cheap, visuals that are all over the place, and this is the worst part, no real clear identity. So, what is going on here? Why does this happen? Well, that brings us right to the heart of the problem. It all comes down to this core misunderstanding, this really critical difference between brand assets and brand identity. Okay, so here's the key takeaway. AI is amazing at generating assets. Things like logos, color palettes, all those little icons. But real branding? That's a whole system of decisions. Just having a folder full of pretty assets doesn't mean you have an identity, not even close. Think about it like this. A real brand is, well, it's like a person. It's got a personality, a way of talking, a set of values it believes in, and it knows exactly who it's talking to. The logo, that's just the outfit the person is wearing today. It's an expression of who they are, not the person themselves.
Okay, so now that we've got that difference straight, let's pinpoint exactly where AI trips up. There are three big mistakes that these tools make pretty much every single time.
So here's the fundamental issue. AI can make something look polished, absolutely, but it can't make it considered. It's missing the context, the why behind all the choices. And that's exactly why so many of these AI brands look clean, but they just feel kind of empty, hollow. All right, let's break down these three big mistakes. Number one, no positioning. The AI doesn't ask, hey, what makes you different from everyone else out there? Number two, style without meaning. It just grabs onto whatever's trendy, but there's no purpose behind it. And number three, it's way too general. It plays it safe, it avoids risk, but you know what? Strong brands are built on making bold, unique choices. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom, not at all. The key is just to shift your mindset. Stop thinking of AI as the creator and start thinking of it as your assistant, a superpowered assistant. Let's talk about what that looks like. So this is how you use it intelligently. Step one, you do the deep strategic work. You define the tone, the personality, the values. You set the boundaries. Then you let the AI go nuts exploring visual ideas and speeding up all the tedious stuff. And the most important part? You are the editor-in-chief. You're the one who says, yes, this fits, and nope, that's not it. So the rule of thumb is actually pretty simple. When should you use AI? When you already have a super clear brand direction. When you're just playing around with ideas you already have. When you know in your gut what on-brand means. And when should you not use it? When you're still figuring out who you are. When you have no idea where you fit in the market. And please, never, ever outsource your core strategic thinking to a machine. Really, the healthiest way to look at it is this. Humans define the identity. That's the why. AI helps with the execution. That's the how. And then it comes right back to the humans to look at the results and make sure everything lines up with that original vision. And that brings us to our last and honestly most important point. You are the brand director. Your number one job is to put strategy first, always.
I mean, look at the difference here. It's night and day. On one side, you've got the AI brand kits. They're fast, they're generic, they're focused on just giving you assets. On the other side, human-led branding. Yeah, it's slower, but it's intentional, it's aware of the context, and it's driven by a whole system. You're basically trading speed for depth, and that's a choice you have to make consciously.
And listen, you don't need a massive budget or pixel-perfect visuals right out of the gate. You really don't. What you truly need are these three things: clarity about who you are, consistency in how you show up, and intentional decisions that back up your identity. AI can definitely help with consistency, for sure, but that clarity and that intention, that has to come from you.
So I'm going to leave you with one big question to chew on. Is your brand a decision or is it a default? Is it something you've built with intention, or is it just something that happened because you clicked a button? Honestly, the answer to that question is going to determine pretty much everything about its future.